Raising children isn't easy, and one of the biggest challenges parents face is communication. How do we get kids to listen without constant battles? And just as importantly, how do we listen to them in a way that builds trust and connection? Today, we're talking about how to talk so kids will listen and how to listen. So Kids Will Talk, a classic parenting guide that has helped millions of families communicate more effectively. Originally published in 1980 by Scribner, this book remains just as relevant today as it was over 40 years ago. It's available in print, Kindle, and audiobook formats, making it easy for parents to access anytime, anywhere. Now, let's take a look at its popularity and impact. On Amazon, the book holds an impressive 4.7 out of 5 stars, while on Goodreads, it has a 4.21 star rating. With over 7,000 reviews on Amazon, it's clear that this book has made a lasting impression on parents worldwide. Many readers call it life-changing. One reviewer wrote, "This book was a revelation for me. The authors provide practical advice that truly works in everyday parenting." Another shared, "Thanks to this book, I've learned to better understand my children and communicate with them more effectively. I recommend it to all parents." But of course, not everyone was completely satisfied. Some critical reviews pointed out that, while the book offers useful strategies, some examples feel outdated and don't reflect today's realities. I expected a deeper psychological analysis, but the book focuses more on practical techniques. Still, the majority of parents agree that the book delivers real results. One reader shared, "After applying the techniques from this book, my relationship with my kids improved dramatically. We understand each other better and have fewer conflicts." So, what makes this book so effective? At its core, how to talk. So Kids Will Listen is about teaching parents to communicate with empathy, respect, and clarity. It's not about controlling children, it's about guiding them and building strong relationships based on trust. What sets this book apart is its practical approach. The authors provide step-by-step strategies, real-life examples, and even illustrations to help parents apply these techniques in everyday situations. Before we dive deeper into the book's core principles, I have something exciting for you. If you're enjoying this review or any of my other book discussions, I have a surprise for you. Head over to yoursecret.net, leave your email, YouTube nickname, and write the title of the book you'd like to receive, or choose one of our inspirational quotes positive wall plaques. Every month, we randomly select the most engaged participants and deliver the prizes right to their doorstep. Don't miss your chance. The link is in the description. Now let's explore the key communication strategies that make this book a must-read for parents. How do we get children to listen, not out of fear, but because they truly understand and respect us? In How to Talk. So Kids Will Listen and Listen. So Kids Will Talk. Adele Faber and Elaine Mazlish offer a revolutionary approach to parent-child communication. First published in 1980 and now available in a 30th anniversary edition, this book has helped millions of parents foster cooperation, mutual respect, and emotional connection with their children. The authors, inspired by child psychologist Dr. Haim Ginott, focus on validating children's emotions, replacing punishment with problem solving, and creating an environment where kids feel truly heard. The book is filled with real-life stories, interactive exercises, and even illustrated dialogues that show these techniques in action. One of the book's most powerful messages is that children behave better when they feel understood. And to prove that, the authors share real-life transformations from parents who apply these principles. Take Susan, for example, a mother who struggled with her daughter's constant tantrums. Instead of dismissing her daughter's emotions, she tried a new approach. The next time her daughter cried over not getting a toy, Susan simply said, "You're really frustrated because you can't have that toy right now." To her surprise, instead of screaming louder, her daughter calmed down almost immediately. By acknowledging her feelings, Susan helped her daughter manage them on her own. Then there's Mark, a father who used to yell at his son every night to do his homework. But after reading How to Talk So Kids Will Listen, he changed his approach. Instead of demanding, he asked, "What's making it hard for you to start your homework?" That simple shift in wording opened the door to an honest conversation. His son admitted that he felt overwhelmed by math, so together they found a way to make it easier. The result? Less stress, less conflict, and a better relationship. The book's wisdom is captured in powerful quotes like, "When we acknowledge a child's feelings, we give them the opportunity to understand and manage their emotions." Punishment may work in the short term, but it doesn't help children develop self-discipline or problem-solving skills. Instead of threatening, invite cooperation by giving choices. But what are the actual techniques that make this book so effective? Here are some of the key strategies, helping children deal with their feelings. Instead of saying, "Stop crying," acknowledge their emotions with empathy. Engaging cooperation. Offer choices instead of commands and use positive reinforcement instead of threats. Alternatives to punishment. Encourage problem solving and logical consequences, rather than using discipline that creates resentment. Encouraging autonomy. Give children space to make decisions and learn from experiences instead of always controlling them. Effective praise. Instead of generic praise like "good job," try descriptive praise like, "I noticed how patiently you worked on that puzzle." Freeing children from labels. Avoid calling kids things like shy or bossy, and instead recognize that their behavior is constantly evolving. These techniques help parents build a strong, respectful relationship with their children, while also teaching kids how to handle their emotions and choices. And in the next part, we'll explore how to apply these methods in real-life parenting situations, from handling tantrums to solving conflicts peacefully. Every parent faces challenges, from sibling rivalry to bedtime battles. So how do we handle these struggles without constant power struggles and frustration? In How to Talk, So Kids Will Listen and Listen. So Kids Will Talk, Adele Faber and Elaine Mazlish show that the key isn't control, it's problem solving. When children feel heard and respected, they're more likely to cooperate and communicate openly. One of the most memorable stories in the book is about Jessica, a mother of 2 boys who constantly fought over toys. Instead of stepping in and punishing them, she used the author's method. "It looks like both of you really want this toy. I trust you can find a way to share it." And just like that, she shifted the responsibility onto the children, encouraging them to solve the conflict on their own. This simple technique teaches kids critical thinking and emotional intelligence, rather than just making them depend on parental intervention. The book's wisdom is summed up in powerful quotes like, "Children will listen to you after they feel listened to." Instead of reacting with anger, respond with curiosity. "What's making you so upset?" Giving children choices within limits helps them feel empowered while still respecting boundaries. But what are the long-term benefits of using these communication techniques? Parents who apply these strategies report improved cooperation. Kids respond better to respectful requests rather than demands. Greater emotional intelligence. Children learn to express their emotions with words instead of acting out. Stronger parent-child bonds. Mutual respect fosters deeper trust and connection between parents and kids. And the book doesn't just offer theory, it provides practical exercises to help parents apply these methods in everyday life. Role-playing different scenarios to practice acknowledging children's emotions. Journaling exercises to reflect on past interactions and identify areas for improvement. Family meetings to teach kids how to express their needs and solve conflicts together. If you're looking for more parenting books to deepen your understanding, here are some great recommendations. Parenting with Love and Logic, Charles Fay and Foster Cline, A Guide to Raising Responsible Kids Through Natural Consequences. The Whole Brain Child, Daniel J. Siegel and Tina Payne Bryson, Using Neuroscience to Improve Parenting Strategies. Raising an Emotionally Intelligent Child, John Gottman, How to Help Children Manage Emotions Effectively. No Drama Discipline, Daniel J. Siegel and Tina Payne Bryson, a science-backed approach to discipline that fosters learning. Siblings Without Rivalry, Adele Faber and Elaine Mazlish, a must-read for managing sibling conflicts. So, what's the final takeaway? How to talk. So Kids Will Listen and Listen. So Kids Will Talk remains one of the most influential parenting books of all time. It offers practical, real-world tools that help parents build a more peaceful and cooperative home. If you're looking for a respectful, effective way to communicate with your child, this book will transform the way you parent and create stronger, more meaningful relationships with your kids. And before we wrap up, don't forget about the giveaway. Want to receive this book or another one from my reviews? Here's how. Like this video if you enjoyed the review. Comment below with a book you've read or want me to review next. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future reviews. And most importantly, visit yoursecret.net. Leave your email, YouTube nickname, and choose your prize. One of 5 books or one of 5 inspirational quotes, positive wall plaques. Each month, we randomly select the most engaged viewers and send them their chosen prize right to their doorstep. So, what are you waiting for? Good luck. And while you're hitting that like button, I'm off to read the next book and prepare another review. See you soon.